Hey, what's up everybody? It's Arjun Namdev here, and I wanted to shoot this quick video today to tell you the truth about the laptop lifestyle. So, if you're on the internet, I'm sure you've seen it by now. People on YouTube, on social media, talking about the laptop lifestyle, talking about the lifestyle of the digital nomad, talking about digital marketing, digital entrepreneurship. And over the course of the last year, I got involved in this industry, and I wanted to shoot a video to give you the lowdown, to give you the real deal, because there's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of half-baked offers, and there's a lot of hype and noise in the industry, which is sad because it makes it hard sometimes for the people who are really offering quality training and quality products and services to get through that noise. And I want to tell you that the laptop lifestyle is very real. People are out there, everyday people like you and me are out there on the internet, somewhere in the world, making millions and millions of dollars, creating businesses that they can run on autopilot. I'm talking about using automation software automation to automate marketing platforms, automate ads so that money's coming in while you sleep, money's coming in while you eat. It took me a while to get started. It took me about a year to really start to see the consistent results, and it's blown up for me in a really big way. So the truth is that it's real. The truth is also that this is not the lifestyle for lazy people. This is not a get-rich-quick button. If such a thing exists, please, after you push it for yourself, tell me. I'll come and find that too. The get-rich-quick button doesn't exist. You don't want to get rich quick. What you do want is you want to get rich, probably, and you want to do it in a way that feels good. And that's another thing that's the truth about this industry, is that the laptop lifestyle, it's all about you. You can create a business based upon your own unique and diverse interests, whatever that may be. Maybe you're an artist or a musician and you wish you could spend more time doing what you love and less time working to make money to pay the bills. Well, the laptop lifestyle is definitely an answer to that. Maybe you want to travel freely. For me, that was one of the biggest draws. I was just sick and tired of being poor, but I also really, whoop, sorry there, I'm still getting used to this new camera gadget I got. So I really wanted the freedom to travel. That was perhaps the biggest pull for me to this industry, and I ignored it. I ignored all of the ads, I ignored all of the information that kept popping up in my life for years, for about 3 years. And if I hadn't have done that, if I jumped on right away, I'd be a multi-millionaire right now. As it stands, my monthly income, I've scaled it to about $10,000 a month, and that fluctuates a little bit. Yesterday, I made $9,000. I broke a record. I made $9,000 in a single day. And I'm not saying that to brag. And just to show you, to show you that I'm not boasting or bragging, is that while that money came in, I was lying in bed crying because I got in a fight with my ex-girlfriend, and it just really threw me off. So I'm not bragging or boasting. I'm still a human being. I have a life. I screw up all the time. That's what I was doing. I was lying in bed crying and feeling sorry for myself slightly, and feeling guilty and shameful for the ways in which I screwed up. And I got paid $9,000 while I was doing that. So that's one of the cool things, and I don't recommend, that's obviously not your goal. That wasn't my goal. I'd rather be at a beach. I'd rather be at a dance party. I'd rather be, making art or music or doing any other thing than lying in bed crying. But it's a silly example, and it also can show you this is not about, putting myself up on some kind of pedestal. I'm just a regular guy. And that's what's so great about this, is everyday people can come to this industry and see results pretty fast. Another truth about the laptop lifestyle is it's still work. It's still work, and sometimes it's hard work, but for the most part you're working smart instead of hard. You're allowing machines to do the work for you. You're using mathematics and automation, software automation, to solve problems for you and free up your time. But it still takes work, and it's not a handout. You still got to learn the skills. You got to be ready and willing to learn when you come to this industry. And you know what? As an entrepreneur of any kind, you got to be willing to fail, because you're going to make mistakes. When I came to this industry, I wasted $20,000 on mistakes. And I'm not talking about, like, I invested many thousands of dollars in training and tools, and I'm glad I did. It was a good investment. And I highly recommend you avoid anybody who's trying to sell you on saving money, cutting costs. You know, there are tons of services out there. A lot of the free stuff is junk. A lot of the free stuff is garbage. A lot of the information that you're going to find out there on YouTube and the internet and Google from just searching, how do you know if that's quality information? You don't. Because from the outside looking in, you don't know anything. I didn't know anything. And I was very, very, very lucky that I got plugged in to the community that I did, because they have been angels in my life. You know, I've been surrounded by the most positive, uplifting, friendly, encouraging, and intelligent people. People who have the results that I want to create. That's really important. You don't listen to all the haters and the naysayers, all the people who don't know, all the people who have a brilliant idea about how you should run your business, who've never even run a business before, all the talking heads. Sadly, a lot of the time, those are our friends and families. They say, it's a scam, that's a pyramid scheme. Well, guess what? Almost every single business model on the planet is a pyramid scheme. Heck, religions are a pyramid scheme. At the top, there's one person, and it pyramids down. There's nothing wrong. And the word scheme, that just means schematic. That's all. It's just a blueprint. So avoid people who are going to hate and naysay you. And avoid anything that seems way too good to be true. Anybody who tells you that you're going to be a millionaire overnight, they're lying to you. That's not the truth. It takes work. I hit my head over the computer for a year. I'm not a tech savvy person, but you know what? The skills were actually pretty easy to learn. That's another thing, is that it's the whole reason that I stopped myself. Look out, his head. Sorry, there was a person whose head was stuck in a thing. So, the skills are actually relatively easy to learn, even for a person with no tech experience. That's not the hard part. The hard part is your mind. The hard part is making the shift between the mindset of an employee and an entrepreneur. That's why you need good training, and you need good mentors, and you need a good community of people who are on the same path. Because otherwise what happens is that people quit. People come to this industry and say, I'm going to dip my toes in. I'm going to give it a try. But if I'm not a millionaire overnight, well, it doesn't work, right? Wrong. That's a bad attitude. That's a losing strategy. Never going to get success of any kind in life with that kind of attitude. Definitely not online. Takes a bit of time, people. Laptop lifestyle is real. We're moving into a digital age. We're moving into a whole different age in the world. Everything is changing. And this is one of the hallmarks of that age, is that everyday people are rising as entrepreneurs, creating brands that surround their own interests, their own gifts, their own skills. And that's something that I feel very passionate about. So personally, I've organized my own business model around helping other people get started online, because I feel like that's the way that I can make the biggest difference in other people's lives. And it was also the biggest challenge for me that forced me to grow fast. It forced me to learn the skills. It forced me to learn everything I could about the industry. And I still got so much more to learn, but I'm starting to really see the results. And it's improved my quality of life exponentially. Now I'm able to drive the car I want to drive. I'm able to eat the healthiest organic food whenever I want. I'm able to go on a vacation pretty much whenever I want. And a vacation for me now, it's a working vacation. Everywhere I go, I'm working on my business. I love it. Because it's on my own terms. I'm in the pilot seat of my own life. And I get a lot of haters. That's the truth. That's another thing that people worry about. Oh, well, what if my friends and family don't love me for this? You know, that's a reality. People are going to hate on you when you become an entrepreneur, whether it's a digital entrepreneur or anything else. People are going to try to force you into a box. People are going to try to tell you you should just go back to school, go get a job, go give up on your hopes and dreams. I say that's bogus. You know, I say that your life matters, that you're more important than that. And it's worth it. You know, if that's the type of people that you have in your life, the type of dialogue that they're creating for you, maybe you want to ask yourself if those are the type of people you want to surround yourself with. Some of them you can't avoid, you know, like your family, but they'll understand in time. People, at first they're going to hate you. At first they're going to question you. At first they're going to ask you, what on earth are you doing? This is crazy. But then when you start to see the results, then what's going to happen is they're going to reach out and they're going to start to ask you, what are you doing? How do you do this? What's up? Because it's still a new thing. Relatively, only a couple of years ago you needed to be a computer programmer to even place an ad online. Nowadays it's all drag and drop. It's really easy. And it is easy. You know, I wanted to tell you the truth, right? The truth about the laptop lifestyle. And the truth is that at first it feels hard. Because it's new, it's something different. At first, you're going to be insecure and uncertain. You know, if you're a quitter, don't bother. If you're married to your excuses, don't bother. If that's the kind of life you want to live, where you're complaining and you're worrying and you're living in constant fear and insecurity, and you see the world as a miserable place, and you don't want to change that perspective, don't do this. Because you won't be successful as an entrepreneur, you won't be successful online unless you got a positive, constructive, growth-based mindset. If you want to learn, if you want to grow, if you want to live an extraordinary life, this is definitely an industry for you. You know, so these are some truths about the laptop lifestyle. And the thing is that at first it seems hard, but then it seems easy. And one of my mentors, my mentor Keala, who hopefully you're going to get to meet, my friend Keala Kanai, one of the things that he says and really drives this point home in a powerful way is that, you know, hard compared to what? People say, oh, it's hard to make money online. Oh, we don't, you know, not everybody's successful who starts a business. That's the truth. 80% of small businesses fail. One of the main reasons is the amount of overhead that a small business at a brick and mortar location takes. Online, you don't have that problem. Real estate online is free. So, one of the points that he drives home, my friend Keala, is hard compared to what? I think, personally, that spending a couple months or a year, or even a couple of years, learning a set of skills that'll set you free for life is way easier than spending 40 years working at a job for someone who doesn't care about you, for less money than you're worth, missing the important moments with friends and family, and dying full of regrets. To me, not much in the world is harder than that. I'm willing to struggle a little bit. And I'm looking at my paycheck at the end of a 40-hour week and feeling like I'm worthless, that's a miserable experience. Waking up in the morning after enjoying a beautiful camping trip and seeing I made $5,000 while I was hanging out on the beach, that's worth it. That's worth a bit of struggle. So these are some truths about the laptop lifestyle. You can make a lot of money. It's not all about the money though, it's also about the freedom. You know, and it does take a little bit to get there, but it's well worth it. So if you're interested in learning more about this industry and how you can get started online, how you can create a business that is, you know, that's surrounded or that's built around your own likes, your own passions, your own purpose in the world, whatever you feel that may be, that's an online business. That's $1 million business in this day and age. And if you're interested in learning how you can get started online, go ahead and send me a message, hit me up on any social media platform. You may find this video on my website, you may find this video on YouTube. If you find it on YouTube, you're gonna look down there, there's gonna be a link where you can download a free ebook. That's the same ebook that got me started online. And that's going to give you an opportunity to get plugged into the internet's premier digital marketing training academy and community. And remember, that's one of the important parts, is the community, because you want to be connected to other people who are on the same path as you, who have the same goals as you. So download that PDF, and you're going to get an invite. You're going to get an invite also to a 2-hour free masterclass, so you can learn more about this industry and decide whether or not it's something that would suit you and your lifestyle. I hope that you got some value out of this video. I love helping people get started online. I'm very passionate about it because I believe it's the best way to make money and the best way to live a happy, healthy, wealthy life. So I hope that if you found this video, you got some value out of it, and feel free to hit me up anytime. I hope that you follow your dreams, my friends. I hope that you see how valuable your life really is and that you make the most of it. So be excellent to yourself and be excellent to one another. Take care.